Here at the Dirt Car Northeast Fall Nationals, the Brockville, Ontario Speedway. I'm Greg Kellnan, standing here with the owner-promoter at the Brighton Speedway, Mark Rinaldi. Mark, a fantastic 2012 season for you. The weatherman, most of all, played in your favor, and that helped big time.
Yeah, we had a great year. You know, we only really had one day that we had to push over to a rain date. That was a great crate race, but other than that, we ran all season long. And, you know, not only was it that we got the races in, but the weather was actually nice, sunny, warm every day. So it wasn't like we were just sort of playing, is it going to rain or is it not going to rain? So most of the summer was a great summer.
Now you're watching with one eye on the track here tonight. Obviously, you've got a lot of your regulars here with the late model division. Now they're running with the Go Nuclear series here tonight. But talk about the late model division at Brighton. Man, did you expect this quickly we'd see that many cars in that division?
No, you know, we're real happy with the way the class has come along. I mean, when we decided to go late models, it was either late models or sportsmen. We knew we were going to add something. And it was actually Charlie Sandercock that talked me into late models at the last minute. And, you know, the first year we started out, I thought we were going to have 4 or 5, and we ended up with 9. And then the second year we were up to 13, 14. And this year we had nights when we were 20 cars. So, you know, for 3 years in, the investment that these guys had to put into these cars, it's really been phenomenal. And the fans love them. They put on a great race every week, and we really look forward to having them and having them come out every week because they put on such a good show.
And how important is that to reach back to the roots of Brighton Speedway? I mean, that was growing up for me, a late model track where there were so many great series with Can-Am and South Buxton and stuff like that. You pull back that heritage. I think that's really piqued the interest of the fans as well.
Yeah, no, and you know, that was one of the other reasons why we did go late model over sportsman, is because we've always been a late model track. And you look at some of the old guys like Mark Rayner and some of the guys that have got back into cars, Sam Hazelwood, you know, these are guys that used to run late models at Brighton. They just love the class. Now they get a little bit of, now that our late models are on the same playing field as everybody, they get a little bit of opportunity to travel when they want, like coming here and racing with the Go Nuclear series. So it really works out well. And you know, we still get involved with other tracks, and we try to work out series and stuff and make schedules work. And you know, it just adds a whole new atmosphere and brings back the old days of Brighton Speedway. So.
Now, even with bringing in the late models, it didn't hurt the Canadian modifieds at all. In fact, it stayed just as strong as it was before. You have to be happy with how the other divisions have worked out as well. Yeah,
I mean, if not better. The modifieds we have more cars in the modifieds now than what we had before we started late models. So we got a great late model field. We got a great Comp 4 field. The street stock or pro stock field it's decent. It could use a bit of work, but I already know 2 or 3 guys that are moving into that class next year. And I think we're average 14 this year. So, you know, I'd like to see everything up around 18 cars, which the other 30 classes we're at pretty much every week. So, you know, we're really doing well for car count and fan count. This year was just a great year all around.
Now, looking ahead to 2013, because you know it'll be here before we know it, what does Brighton Speedway have in store? Do you have any new exciting things planned, or are you just continuing to build on what the success you had here in 2012?
A lot of it is building on what we did have, because we had such a strong program with the SOS coming in. They had great car counts all year long and draw huge crowds. Our school bus nights draw huge crowds. So we really, I wouldn't say we're going to see anything too crazy new this season. We always try to improve things, never stop trying to improve, but we'll definitely, I don't have anything crazy up my sleeve for this year.
Talk about Applefest weekend. That was a great race weekend when you had both tours in there for the first time ever. And the weather still has never been perfect for that weekend, but that was a phenomenal weekend of racing.
Yeah, it actually turned out better than what we had hoped when we seen the forecast. You know, Saturday morning we kind of woke up scratching our head. But, you know, all in all, we're real happy with the way things turned out. The racing was great. The car counts in every division were great. You know, considering we don't run modified or sportsman, to have almost 30 cars in both divisions, it was a great weekend all around. The fan count was decent considering the cold, wet weather. So next year we'll just pray for some more sun like we do every year.
There you go. That's Mark Rinaldi getting ready here for the Dirt Car Northeast Fall Nationals of the Brockville, Ontario Speedway. I'm Greg Kellnan.